Good morning, South Africa. I am Evelyn Mondlana from Action SA. I am currently serving as the Provincial Secretary. So we are here today. I would love to introduce our guest. I'll start from my far right. I'm with Philip Dolo Malisela. He's our campaign manager in Gauteng. We've got Alistair Shaw. He's the legal director. On my far left, I'm with my provincial chairperson, Vunzi Ngobeni, followed by Advice Chuma. He's our youth provincial chairperson. And then on my far left, I've got one of our PEC members, leader Paul Tlahang. You will probably see him as time goes by. He will be championing the labor desk, making sure that we connect with the employees in Gauteng. And then we are also accompanied by the Midval chairperson, Daryl Foscale, followed by leader Ruben Masangu. He's our provincial ethics and discipline committee chairperson, and then followed by Leader Sitsibe. He's our regional chairperson in Ekurhuleni. We are joined by Leader Temba on the far right, and all those that are here to support us. I am going to hand over to Leader Funzi for opening remarks, just to tell us why are we here, and then we'll take it from there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Do you want to move the mics?
Yes.
Thank you. Awesome. All right, yeah, good morning, colleagues from the media, and thank you to the Provincial Secretary for the introduction. We have called you this morning because we do have a media statement that we want to release that talks about Action SA in Gauteng going to embark on the legal process to ensure that the Premier of Gauteng, Premier Lesufi, and the ANC are unable to abuse the nasi spani program. I'm going to read the statement as it is, and then we can be able to take the next speaker. Action SA will today embark on a comprehensive legal process to ensure that we prevent the Gauteng ANC and Premier Panyaza Lesufi from abusing the nasi spani provincial government program as part of a program to only hire ANC cadres in the run-up to the 2024 election campaign. It is becoming very clear to us that Lesufi and the ANC in Gauteng are desperate to make all attempts possible to retain the majority in the province in the upcoming 2024 elections. And therefore, after receiving hundreds of complaints from youth in Gauteng communities whose applications were rejected, we now have a reason to believe that the nasi spani program was always intended as a tool to hire ANC cadres to campaign in the 2024 elections. From Mamelodi to Alexander to Eldorado Park, Action SA has heard the cries of thousands of youth who have been let down by the scheme, with the application reportedly dumped and never being considered. We simply cannot ignore these cries by our communities, which is why we have embarked on the legal process for the Gauteng government to release the employment documents of all those who were hired under the nasi spani program. The first step that we are taking is a legal process, which is a promotion of access to information application that we will lodge. And according to the legislation, the Gauteng provincial government must respond to us within 30 days, failing which Action SA will lodge a prior appeal. Thereafter, we will immediately embark on a court application to have these records disclosed to us if they refuse to do so. Action SA cannot allow state resources to be used as a campaign tool. If the ANC and the Lesufi have nothing to hide, we believe that then they won't have a reason not to disclose these documents to us. Action SA has already written to the chairperson of the Gauteng Provincial Standing Committee on Public Accounts, SCOPA. We did so in June, We wrote to Mr. Sokaile Kanyile to investigate the allegations of irregularities. Mr. Kanyile simply referred the matter to the Speaker to investigate, who to date has not responded to Action SA's request for investigation. Action SA will not allow the matter to drag any further, which is why we have launched this legal process. As a party that believes in economic prosperity, we want to make it clear, colleagues, that we welcome any initiative aimed at addressing the crisis of youth unemployment in our province, which is currently sitting at around 63.9%. However, we want to emphasize that since the start of this particular program, the nasi spani program, we maintain that it was a cosmetic exercise attempting to show the ANC-led Gauteng provincial government being at work, when in fact it has failed the youth of this province. It cannot be allowed that the state resources will be used to further party political ends. All residents of Gauteng should have equal access to the jobs offered, irrespective of their political affiliation. Action SA believes that Gauteng unemployment, where more than 2 million people are unemployed, won't be resolved through gimmick schemes such as nasi spani program, but it will be resolved by creating the environment for private businesses to create jobs. We simply won't allow ANC and Lesotho to fool our people that they are doing something to address the unemployment crisis while they are actually just hiring their own cadres. And we are therefore following this process and all other possible channels to demand transparency and to demand accountability. Thank you very much. That's our statement. And I will hand back to the Provincial Secretary.
Thank you, Provincial Chairperson. I will move and give time to our Provincial Chairperson for the Youth Leader Advice Chuma to maybe give us a short presentation.
Thank you so much, colleagues, and good morning and to the members of the media. So, as my secretary have introduced myself, I think it is very important as Action SA, to take all the necessary steps, to defend the young people, because it's clear that, young people are seriously confronted with a challenge of unemployment. And now to see this premier, who is very good in PR, using the plight of young people to campaign, seeing that they are losing. Young people are tired. There's no way where young people issues can be used for political ends. And from what we have seen on the day that's supposed to be the most important, on the June 16th, where young people killed, they wake up early in the morning, at the dawn of the morning, to go and submit their CV. At a later stage, we have seen on the media, we have seen on social media, where all those, majority of all those paper-based applications were scattered, were thrown away. So hence, it is the responsibility of Action SA to make sure that we defend the young people, and young people are given fair opportunities, not that what is currently happening now with this nasi span. It's clear that young people are complaining all over, in terms of how these processes have been used, because now what we are seeing, we are also seeing these jobs that, are saying are for everyone, being advertised on ANC posters. That clearly shows that, this is the ANC campaign tool that it's aimed to resource their cadres to ensure that come 2024 election, they be seen working, while in fact they've not been working. And this premier, who has been part and parcel of the government, it's clearly that he failed. And now we want to be seen as someone who is working in preparation of 2024 elections. So hence, this process, where my chairperson have outlined in terms of the legal processes that we are going to follow to ensure that if it is real, they won't have problem in terms of disclosing all the information that is necessary to us, and then from there we'll take it forward. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Leader Advice. I'll then open the platform for questions. I'll then request the media house to introduce themselves, and then maybe also direct us to say, I'm directing the question to Leader Funzi or Leader Advice or Leader Malisela on the far right, or any other of them.
Yeah, Evelyn, I think let's firstly allow Alistair to explain the PIA process and how it's going to be.
All right.
Okay.
So thank you, colleague, and good morning to the media.
Yes, you can move to this side.
Okay.
Thank you, colleagues, and good morning to the media. So this week we'll be filing papers with the Information Officer of the Gauteng Provincial Government, wherein we'll be requesting the names and designations of all the members employed in this program. The promotion of access to information affords the provincial government or any person or any organ of state 30 days to either furnish the information requested in the PIA application or to reject that PIA application. In the event that the PIA application is rejected and or just not replied to, we will then assume it has been rejected. Then we are required to file an internal appeal, again with the Gauteng Provincial Government. They will then consider the appeal and either reject the appeal or furnish us with the information that we request. On conclusion of the appeal also is, the provincial government is also given 30 days to consider the appeal. On conclusion of the appeal, whether it is, in the event that it is rejected or simply never responded to, which is often the case with certain provincial governments and government departments, we will then be launching proceedings in the High Court, where we will be seeking interdictory relief, wherein we are asking the court to order the provincial government to furnish us with all the names and designations of the individuals involved and employed in this program. So those are the legal steps we'll be taking in order to get the information that we require.